Hello, welcome to another Polkadoodles video. So in today's one, I've actually been printing out some full colour images, which is very strange for me. I never kind of print out full colour things, but Nikki very kindly sent me some of her ultimate graphic, which you can buy on the website as well, and it is fantastic. This is just an inkjet colour printer that I've used, but the colours are so gorgeous and vibrant when you're using that ultimate graphic paper. It's fantastic. So if you've wanted to try Digi's and you have a colour printer, the ultimate graphic paper I would really recommend. And so I just thought I'd have some fun making some quick Easter cards, because the great thing about using the pre-coloured versions of Nikki's Digi's, you can also get the outlines so you can colour them yourself as well, and then you only need a black and white printer to print them off. But the great thing about having the coloured ones is it makes it super duper quick to put cards together. It's literally just a bit of fussy cutting, or if you have a scan and cut, or you can use that, or if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette, you can also use the free SVG files that she gives you with them as well, and you can print them off to whatever size you want to. I went really large for these because I wanted them to be the real focal point of my card, and because they're a Digi stamp, not a real stamp, you can make them as large or as small as you want them to be. You could do a matching gift tag for this and shrink it down and use it in a smaller format for a gift tag as well. But for these cards, I did try printing off a couple of the patterned papers as well, and they worked really nicely. And to ground these two images, these are the cute bunny rabbit sitting on an Easter egg and the bunny rabbit with spring carrots. Those are the two Digis that I've used here. And to ground them a little bit, I have used a little portion of the rounded retro square stencil at the bottom here with some tumble glass distress oxide. And then for the other two cards here, this one is the Gnome Spring Chicks Digi, and I've used some of the boho daisy stencil in the background of this one using scattered straw distress oxide, because those tones went perfectly with the chicks on the Digi images. And then for this final card, I've used some of the leftover cloud patterned paper, because I thought I've printed it out, I don't want to waste any of the bits and pieces, so I just used them to make a random higgledy-piggledy background for this card. And then I've also used the brand new Block It stencil in the background of this one with some spun sugar distress oxide, because that pink worked absolutely perfectly with the pink of the gnome's hat on this one. And this one is the Gnome Spring Lambs / sheep Digi stamp, and it's pre-coloured as well. And all I've done is then picked one of the Happy Easter Digis that she has as well, and then sort of put them all together in lovely little arrangements, very similar to how I would have done if I had stamped and coloured these images myself, but I saved myself probably at least an hour or more to colour in all of these images by having them pre-coloured, and now I've got some really quick and easy Easter cards to send out. So really hope you enjoyed seeing these up close to begin with, and if you want to stay tuned and see the full process behind fussy cutting them out, deciding the layout and building up the backgrounds and everything, then stay tuned for the rest of the sped up footage that's going to follow.